Hello and welcome to yet another video on Adil Azmat Cockpit. In today's video, sorry I'm driving while I'm making the video because I'm getting late. I have to reach somewhere. So I thought I can utilize this time while I'm driving to answer one question. One question that has been asked so many times over and over again, that where do I teach? Do I teach in certain academies? Yes, I used to, but then I made my own setup. Well, the reason being that in academies, when you are teaching IELTS or PTE or OET, as the course may be, you tend to get less freedom in selecting your students for a particular batch. It's not like that I do not accept certain students. I accept all because each one of them has a certain opportunity to learn for the teacher himself. I only believe that the group making, the class formation, who should be in which class, this should be a decision resting with the instructor. Most of the times in academies nowadays, this decision is by the management of the academies. They are the ones making the classes, placing all of the students with their individual requirements into one class. It becomes really hard for the instructor to cater for the needs for each one of them in the classroom. Of course, for any IELTS instructor, you make any classroom and I'm going to teach there. I'm going to do my best. But what I want is that I believe that it's not the academy, it's not the institute that really relies on the learner's result. I am one of those instructors who believe that each one of my students, the result that he is going to get is going to reflect my hard work on him. It's not the institute. That's one of the reasons why when I am taking in the students, when I accept the students, when I start teaching them, I'm the one who makes the plan. It's tailor-made for each one of them in such a way that it caters for the individual needs of that student. Now, when a student is in a classroom, it gives him a less opportunity to be heard, to be understood regarding his own personal weaknesses, because then the instructor is looking at the class as a whole rather than the student as an individual. So teaching students individually, yes, financially it costs the students more than what it would cost the student in a classroom, because then an instructor is teaching a classroom, for example, for 20 students of IELTS and PTE, and for each one of them, even if they are paying less than what they would be paying individually, but the thing is that in a classroom environment, they tend to get less of the attention, less of the opportunity for each of the students to participate in a group. In other words, one of the reasons why I'm not teaching in the institutes, in the academies for IELTS and PTE is that I work with my own will regarding the formation of the classrooms. If in future I enter an agreement with any of the academy or the institute, IELTS Institute, OET Institute, regarding me being the decider of which learner is gonna sit in which of the class, it's not like I'm not gonna take any of the student, I'm going to take all of them. But then that student has to be sitting in a classroom which I decide, because I want to be placing each one of the learner in such a way that the learner doesn't feel threatened or challenged, inferior or superior. So what I want is that each of the learners should feel secure in a classroom. Of course, this is a novel concept. When I started way back in 2003, I still remember setting my first IELTS campus in Faisalabad, and over there I made sure that instead of making one big classroom, I used to make many small classrooms where each of the learner would get an equal opportunity of participating in speaking activities, getting as much attention of the teacher as possible. It was not easy. It is never easy. With the management, you have to fight it out with the management. But for the learners, it's a great opportunity, really. That's one of the reasons why we in our institute used to get most of the 7+ bands in IELTS for our students. Then there were certain academies, but then again, the freedom that I get for teaching the students, for being in an interface with the students, for being in contact with the students one-on-one or in very small classrooms, this gives the students a better opportunity to get even better scores. So the same students with the same potential of getting 7+ band in a classroom environment can get 8+ in a one-to-one teaching. And now, last part of it, if I would ever teach in an academy again, yes, I would. There's no problem in that, but only on a condition where I get this freedom to select the students for my classroom by myself. I don't want the institute to make the decision who's gonna sit where. If I enter an agreement with any of the institute regarding the formation of the classes, yes, why not? So if an academy or an institute approaches me and I put this condition to them that I'm gonna be the one who's going to make the decision who is going to sit in which of my classes, I'm not gonna say no in taking any of the students. I will take all of the students. But then again, a group formation in the classroom, which is of a lot of importance, this decision should rest with me. Who sits where? Because in the end, it's gonna be me, the instructor, making the decision that which group would be taught by which strategy. So if this is a condition that is fulfilled by any of the academy of the institute approaching me, well, why not? I would. And I would update all of my viewers where I'll be teaching. Alright, that's the update that I wanted to share with you. As soon as we enter into an agreement with any of the academy, sure, we'll let you know. Thank you so much.